Hello, today I will show you how to solve for x in this kind of problem. This is called linear inequality because we have the power of x is only 1. If you want to work on this kind of problem, we'll follow the same steps as is in linear equation. Remember, we studied how to solve a linear equation. The first step, we have to clear fractions. But here we don't have any fraction. And the second step, we'll distribute. In this case, we do. We have -2 as the coefficient in front of this quantity, 3x plus 1. And we have 2 as coefficient of this quantity. So we want to distribute -2 in and 2 in. You want to take these terms out so we can combine like terms. So the next step, I have 4 minus 6x minus 2, -2 times 3x, -6x, -2 times 1, -2. And then over here, I have 2 times 5, 10. 2 times -2x, 2 times -x, -2x. And you have to combine like terms. Here you have 4 and -2. 4 take away 2 would be 2. -6x greater than or equal to 12 plus 10, 22. Minus 2x. Now, you want to solve for x, so we want to isolate x to one side of the inequality. For me, I really ask you to gather all the x terms to the left because we want to read the answer from left to right. So we have x on this side, and this would be the answer. So I have -2x, I carry it over, it becomes opposite, it becomes positive 2x. And here I have -6x at the beginning. And then I am going to carry 2 on this side over here, it turned to -2. So these two x terms combined out to -4x. And these two numbers combine to 20. And the last step, divide, because -4 as the coefficient of x. So -4 times x. So you want to divide both sides by -4. And because we divide by a negative number, we have to flip the inequality sign. And I have x now is no longer greater than or equal to, it would be less than or equal to 20 divided by -4, -5. And after we solve, we have to graph it on the number line. Suppose this is the number line.
Say that whole sentence again and I'll edit it out.
Okay.
And now we have to graph.
Okay, after solving, and now we have to graph this inequality solution on the number line. This is number line. Way over here would be -infinity. Infinity here. And somewhere here would be -5. And you want less than or equal to. So you want to shade to the left. And then you use the bracket around -5 because you want -5 would be part of the shading. If any case you blank out, you don't remember, and you don't know how to read the inequality, if you don't know how to shade to the left or to the right, but this is the benefit of solving for x and having x to the left side of the inequality. The arrow will tell you where to shade. Just see the arrow is pointing to the left. Therefore, you shade to the left. And after you shade, you have to give the final answer The final answer is the interval notation answer. So we say x belong to this shading, and we write it as an interval. And you will read the interval from left to right. The shading starts from -infinity up to -5 with the bracket. So this is step by step how to solve for x in a linear inequality. First, once again, we clear the fraction. But since we don't have any fractions, you don't have to worry about it. Second, distribute, as I did here. So we can take the terms out so we can combine like terms. And after that, we'll carry all the x terms to the left. You want to do that so you could be able to read the answer from left to right, such as here, I have x is less than or equal to -5, and you draw -5 on the number line, and then you shade to the left. If by chance you blank out, you don't remember, the arrow will tell you shade to the left. And you give interval notation. The interval notation answer is the notation of the shading from left to right, from -infinity to -5. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned from what I show you from this problem.